specifically designed by Land Pirate, along with our traditional shirts. It's been a long time coming, but we're glad to be going to the pirate side with Land Pirate. Make sure you check out all of the other designs that Land Pirate carries, a full line designed for the pirate in you. Landpirate.com and Tiki Man Radio. It's a great partnership. Order yours today at tikimanradio.com/store and bring out the pirate in you.
To kick off your weekend, tune in to Tiki Man Radio every Friday night from 7 to 9 for the one and only B-Man and me, Shell. They're bringing you all the tropical vibes, good times, and great music to start your weekend off right. Catch the show live at tikimanradio.com or stream it on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Don't miss out on the fun. It's island time, no matter where you are.
Personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest, you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus. someone to hear your prayers, someone to care. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 34,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beechy Shell Studios. You're in luck tonight, as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle, so sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, I'd like to suggest downloading the free app, so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
That my condition is improving, and if I don't die by Thursday, I'll be roaring Friday night. Went down to the snake pit to drink a little beer, listened to the jukebox, moon was coming in clear. All of a sudden I wasn't alone, picking country music with old Joe Bones. Duval Street was rocking, my eyes, they started popping, because there she sat at the corner of the bar as I broke another string on my old guitar. Someone call a cab, lady, won't you pay my tab? And now my head hurts, my feet stink, and I don't love Jesus. It's that kind of morning, really was that kind of night. Trying to tell myself that my condition is improving, and if I don't die by Thursday, I'll be roaring Friday night. Got to get a little orange juice and a Darvon for my head. I can't spend all day, baby, laying in the bed. I'm going down to Fausto's, get some chocolate milk. Can't spend my life in your seats of silk. I've got to find my way, crawl out and greet the day. But now my head hurts, my feet stink, and I don't love Jesus. It's that kind of morning, really was that kind of night. Trying to tell myself that my condition is improving, and if I don't die by Thursday, I'll be roaring Friday night. Let me tell you, I'll be roaring Friday night. I mean, I'll be roaring Friday night.
Coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
That's right. B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Studios here in Key West, Florida. Beechy Shell Studios, Beechy Shell Hideaway. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on with what we do down here. That's right. Michelle is turning on the lights. I didn't turn the lights on, so we just been sitting here kind of chilling out. So many people are on tonight, so there's a little switch over there, Michelle. I'll get on the next turnaround. So let's do this. I'm going to start from the beginning. We've got Rich Malik all the way from Ohio tuned in tonight. Thanks, Rich, man. Rich, if you don't know Rich and I, we go way back to our Air Force days, and we had so much fun doing all that. So thank you, Rich, all the way out in Ohio. Teresa Pfeiffer says hello. She's at the VFW Post, and I'm going down to the string because we're going to do a big shout-out to the VFW Post. Steve Brown all the way from the Smoky Mountains. Thank you, Steve Brown, for hanging out with us. We so appreciate you, my friend. So, again, Teresa says she's got 4 veterans that say hello back. She said slow night. But you know what? Any night at the VFW, 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, it's always a fun time. They always make it a great time. And that VFW Post is 9274 in Falls Church, the youngest VFW Post in the nation. So welcome, guys, for listening to us tonight. We so appreciate you. Let's see. Steve Brown says Tony may be joining us tonight, a Navy veteran. So if Tony tunes in, let us know, Tony. Big hey to Tiki Man himself, Danny Lynn. He's listening in tonight. Thank you so very, very much for tuning in tonight. Let me make sure my mic is good here. I got to make sure. There we go. Michelle, hang on, Michelle. Let me get you.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you. Hang on. Let me.
Hello. 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 Hello.
I got you. Go ahead one more time.
Hello.
A little bit more.
Hi. What you doing? What's up?
I had to turn you way up tonight. So, and then let me see. Teresa goes, cool, Steve. I believe we have a Navy corpsman, a Navy chaplain, an Army veteran, and an Air Force veteran right now. And little old me, an interloper. You know what? We appreciate it. Ray the Roadie is tuned in tonight. We're talking to Ray and Sweet Harriet. They're tuned in. So they had to go to Miami. And speaking of Miami, we had to go to Miami this past week. So all I'm going to say is the driving sucked. Going up and going back. So it was a rough one for me on this trip. But let me get Michelle in here. There you go. Hey, there's Michelle. There's a good picture of Michelle. We got the big camera on right there. So what's going on over there, Michelle? Anything? What's happening?
I'm drying out after I spilled my rum.
I know you spilled your rum in the kitchen, and it was like rum juice everywhere. I'm surprised you didn't pull out the straw and just start sucking it up.
Too much dust and cat litter on the floor.
So Michelle was, actually I was helping her too. I was like,
Helped us clean the floor.
Well, I heard the biggest thump in the world. I was like, ha, thump. And I was like, that didn't sound good. You know, I'm just waiting. Either you dropped something or you slipped or something, and I just didn't want to see you in a pool of blood in the kitchen. So everything was good except the rum, which we might have to make an emergency run down to.
I didn't spill that much. But
we'll go down to Vixen's. So I think I have enough ones on me while I'm in there. So they're right around the corner, and me and Willie go down every now and then and just kind of check out what's going on in there. You know, chicka chicka meow meow. What were you gonna say, Michelle?
I was just gonna say brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on tonight. I'm gonna get directly into some more music here shortly because we've got the one and only Caswell Cook of the Caswell and the Peel and Eats here in the studio tonight. So we're gonna
put that one in the.
Hang on. Let me get it. There we go. There he is. Way right there. Him and his wife over there. She wasn't here last time. It was Kevin who showed up last time. Coconut Kevin. And so he was here last time.
He's over at sound check.
He's sound check. Where's sound check?
Green Parrot.
Oh, you're going to meet him over there?
No, he was already there.
That guy gets around.
Yes.
So, all right. I hope everybody's having a good time. I want to do first a big shout out to all my volunteers for the 9th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase. You guys were tops this year. We so appreciate all the support and help that you guys gave to us in making the 9th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase Key West Bound one of the best for the books. I also want to give a big shout out to Ed and Pat who are listening in tonight. Thank you so very, very much for tuning in. They're all the way out in Crown Point, Indiana. And what the hell's that noise that coming out? Okay, Michelle's washing something, and next thing you know, things went to hell in a handbasket in the in the laundry room. And Kathleen Brown said, we heard the VFW closed. Truth? Question mark. So, Teresa, you're going to have to answer that one. So, in the meantime, while we get to that, we're going to get to some more music, and then we're going to get Caswell up here. We're going to talk about some of his stuff. I got a really cool song because, you know what? I didn't do a Veterans Day or anything like that, so I got some Johnny Cash coming up. So, we're going to do that, and then we're going to have some good times with Caswell and find out what is he doing in Key West. Inquiring minds want to know, everybody. But in the meantime, a little Florida man. Aaron Schur's John Frenzy, right here on Tiki Man Radio. Coming to you live.
Florida man takes a swig from his natty light can. Wrestles a gator with his two bare hands. Yeah, that's just a normal Tuesday. Oh, Florida man, he's been abducted by aliens, stocking up on bullets and cans of Spam. Yeah, he's prepping for doomsday. Well, science has been trying, but they ain't figured out what makes all that crazy wanna head down south. Is it the beaches, the breezes, or the cortaditos, or the 99% chance of zero snow? It's a phenomenon that ain't no one ever gonna understand. Oh, but that's just Florida man. Man, sipping on a hurricane as one blows in. Nah, he ain't worried, it's just a little wind. Fires up another Fuente. Yeah, science has been trying, but they ain't figured out what makes all that crazy wanna head down south. Is it the beaches, the breezes, or the cortaditos, or the 99% chance of zero snow? It's a phenomenon that ain't no one ever gonna understand. But that's just Florida man. Is he a little unstable? Maybe who's to say? Hey, ain't everybody in our own kind of way? But don't try this at home, things will get out of hand. Best leave those Florida things to that Florida man. 'Cause science has been trying, but they ain't figured out what makes all that crazy wanna head down south. Is it the beaches, the breezes, or the cortaditos, or the 99% chance of zero snow? It's a phenomenon that ain't no one ever gonna understand. Oh, but that's just Florida man. Florida man. Look out for Florida man. You know that that's just Florida man. Come on, darling, let's go find a little place for you and I down in Georgia. Somewhere far away from here, with salt air and a pier, and the weather's gorgeous. And I've seen it in my dreams, a place made for you and me to live forever. all the troubles we once had. We could leave them in the past and stay together. And I've got it on my mind. Take the train at midnight, see how far it goes. Count the stars up through the pines, sit on the porch on rainy nights. Never let you go. One day we'll leave this all behind. We can start our new life down in Georgia. Small blue cottage on a creek, Spanish moss up in the trees against the sunset. Azaleas blooming every spring, shades of white and pink around the front steps. Hand in hand we'll go on walks, then we'll sit out back and talk, gently swinging. Sprawling live oaks give us shade as the daylight slowly fades into the evening. And I've got it on my mind. We'll take the train at midnight, see how far it goes. We'll count the stars up through the pines, sit on the porch on rainy nights. Never let you go. One day we'll leave this all behind. We can start our new life down in Georgia. Something's been calling me back home. We've been waiting for too long. And I've got it on my mind. We'll take the train at midnight and see how far it goes. We'll count the stars up through the pines, sit on the porch on rainy nights. And I'll never let you go. One day we'll leave this all behind. We can start our new life down in Georgia, down in Georgia.
This is Sweet Harriet from New Hampshire. Ray the Roadie and I tune in all the time to Tiki Man Radio, and we like to listen to B-Man and Michelle, Willie and Scotty on Tiki Man Radio, Coastal Confessions.
Well, I used to hang out down at the VFW hall and stare at the photographs up on the wall of the neighborhood boys that died in the wars we've been through, and the hand-lettered sign that said, "Remember Jimmy McGrew." Well, Jimmy went to NAM back in 1965, but there's a lot of men here that think Jimmy McGrew's still alive, though they carved his name on a stone in Washington, D.C. His brother said that stone don't prove a thing to me. It's Veterans Day and the skies are gray. Leave the uniforms home, 'cause there ain't gonna be a parade. But we'll fill up a glass for the ones that didn't make it through, and leave a light in the window tonight for Jimmy McGrew. There's a hot rain falling on the back streets of Saigon. There's an old soldier stumbling down the alley with his mama's son. Lord, his eyes are cloudy and his arms are black and blue. He's just hanging by a thread and he looks like Jimmy McGrew. It's Veterans Day and the skies are gray. Leave the uniforms home, 'cause there ain't gonna be a parade. But we'll fill up a glass for the ones who didn't make it through, and leave a light in the window tonight for Jimmy McGrew. And keep it burning bright, there may still be a lot of Jimmy McGrews over there. But we'll fill up a glass for the ones that didn't make it through, and leave a light in the window tonight for Jimmy McGrew.
Coming to you live from Beechy Shell Hideaway Studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. Now, back to the show.
It's another beautiful day here on the island. B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Studios here at the Beechy Shell Hideaway in Key West, Florida. Lots going on. We're getting our guest up to the microphones now. So we're just sitting there talking. I'm like, oh, crap, we got to get back on the air. So I hope everybody's having a good time. Let me first catch up before we get to our guests. There's a lot going on. Let me see. We got Taretha. She says she's in Northern Virginia. And Kathleen Brown, you forgot to talk about the iCrime event last week. Would love to hear about it. Yes, well, I will talk about that, Kathleen. Please remind me throughout the show. I will talk about that, as we get going. Let me see. Is Michelle Myers on? Yes, Michelle Myers is on. Hello, Michelle Myers. I don't know if you're in up in Panama City or if you're back in Memphis, but thank you for joining us tonight. Steve Brown says, Tony is on, trying to figure out the system. So, Tony, thanks for being a part of our show tonight. We so appreciate it. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, Michelle's got a caller. Clash will be back on shortly, and I hope, Teresa, your dad, I hope your dad is doing a lot better and everything. I hope you're feeling better. She got COVID when she was down here, so she was this year's poster child, so I would like to let her know that you are the winner of a one-week event at your choosing, at your own home, in your own bed, since you got COVID. And Bill and Ann Abbott are checking tonight. Thank you guys so much. They have the 2 songs to drink to that we'll get to here later in the show. So I think I'm all caught up. Are you coming up here, Michelle? You can sit over there. All right, Michelle will be up here in just a minute. Let me bring in our other guest. Dun, da, 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 da. All right, we got Caswell. Howdy. How are you?
Good to be back.
I suck at names. What in the wife's name?
Christine.
I swear to God, if I forget again, just throw an ice cube or something at me.
He's got ice cubes right in front of him.
That's why I have them there. I'm the worst at remembering names as I get older and things happen. So we have Donnie Chapman on tonight. Donnie, thank you so very much. Give your wife a big old hug for us, and hope you guys are doing well. So, what are you doing back in Key West?
It's where I get the inspiration to write the songs.
So everybody knows Caswell Cook of Caswell and the Peel and Eats.
Yes.
It has to have been like 2 years last time I had you on.
It's been 2 years.
So we had you on in here. We had
Coconut
Kevin in here with us because you just released a song of Coconut.
Yeah.
The Coconut Kevin song.
The Coconut Kevin song, my first song I ever released.
So it was really cool. So I'm glad you're back here. No, you were here last year. We didn't get a chance to get you on, did we?
That's right. Well, we're here every year. Sometimes we're here twice a year. This is our place. We come from Westerly, Rhode Island, but and I run a little restaurant in the summer called Seafood Haven in Musquamacut Beach, and I run the local business association. So we have it's a summer paradise, but once November rolls around, New England gets cold.
All right. So I was refreshing my memory on your bio.
Yeah.
And I just kind of gave up because there's like way too much. I'm retired now. And it takes a lot for me just to remember what I do here on the radio show sometimes. So you're a realtor.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You were an 8th-time
town councilor in Westerly, yeah.
Okay. You're an author.
I wrote a book, yep.
You're a musician.
Sort of, yep.
At that point, you own a restaurant.
I do.
So, are you the chef at the restaurant?
Well, it's like a beachy, like fried seafood, like New England clam shack kind of thing. So yeah, I know how to cook and do all that. But it's like right on the beach, and it's you got the acoustic guitar player on the patio, and it's very casual type of place. And we've been around since 1993. This year was our first year in this particular location, which is down the street from our old location, basically. Okay. And so we do that, and then I put on a bunch of festivals and book music, and used to go on the road with a lot of acts from the old days. I used to be the road manager for Chad and Jeremy. They had a big hit called Summer Song back in the 60s, and I did a documentary on them, and just spent a lot of time on the road with a lot of entertainers from the 60s and 70s when they were in their senior years, shall we say.
Was that easy to get them when they're in their senior years?
It's easier to pay for them if they come play at one of my festivals, yes. Right, versus Taylor Swift, although she does have a house in our town, which is kind of strange, and we think the wedding's going to be in our town next year. Watch Hill, which is village.
What makes you think that?
Because someone says she booked like this whole huge hotel.
Well, that's a good thing.
Bought the place out for the night. So literally Taylor Swift, like I actually, I've seen her at the grocery store kind of thing. So she spends a few weeks a year in Westerly, Rhode Island, and I think her father and mother live there most of the time.
Are they from there?
No.
Okay.
No.
She
just bought a house.
That's where they kind of rooted.
Watch Hill. Westerly is kind of cool. We've Regis used to have a house there. Conan O'Brien's mom has a house in our town.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift bought a house about 10 years ago.
I think when you bring up the Wahlbergs, when you were here last time, we were playing Wahlburgers, and we talked about Wahlburgers. And I miss playing Wahlburgers because that was one of my favorite places down here to play in Key West. I mean, that was just fun. And when they left Key West, it was like, oh.
We have one near us at a place called Foxwoods Resort Casino, which is in Connecticut. It's like 20 minutes from our house, but they don't do music there, but they have burgers.
You forgot to mention you're a DJ, the house DJ.
That's right, the DJ thing.
I mean, that's the biggest thing.
That's
DJ
true.
Castle Cook.
So I DJ at a place called the Windjammer, which is just like a Key West place. It's a bar on the beach, and I play out on the patio, and I DJ, and then at night, we have parties inside. So I think I call it my tour, because I get 25 dates at the same venue all summer. It's more like a residency.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of fun. In fact, I just played last week.
So you are super busy up there. I mean, you're doing one thing. If you're not DJing, you're playing your gigs, you're running your restaurant. I'm assuming you got a good restaurant manager.
Yeah, well, we're only seasonal. So
okay, seasonal. Okay.
Yeah, we're closed.
So you're closed right now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And my job running the business association, it's a year-round part-time job, but I mean, the summer is when all of our stuff is happening, our festivals, our drive-in movie theaters, all of our stuff that we do. So this time of year, we can take a breath.
So Christine, right? Mm-hmm. I got it right. I remember. I told you I suck at names.
5 minutes.
It's the worst. It's the worst thing for me. But you said you're retired.
Well, by choice, yeah. I mean, kind of. Am I retired?
Not by trade, no.
Well,
Look, I'm 51 years old, and she's a couple years older
I've
than
always
me. We're not
wanted to retire at
retired.
55. Yes,
No.
I'm temporarily retired.
Okay. But does he drag you into all this stuff?
I love it. I have a background in this kind of I enjoy it.
What is your background? Well, let's hear your background.
Well, I have a background in communications. I've always been in the performing arts. In fact, we were in the same performance years and years ago when he were how old? You were like 12, and I was 4 years older than him and didn't even know it. The 12th. He's also got other talents, too. He's in the chorus of Westerly, which is a renowned chorus. And he performs in that as well. So
we toured England and France last summer.
He does. When he's not doing it, then I went and followed him out there. So I have an interest in a lot of things he does. I mean, I love music, and everything he does revolves around music. So if I didn't like it, I wouldn't. I mean, you must be into this stuff, or you wouldn't be doing it either, right, Michelle?
We both know. I mean, I think I performed more as a kid than he did. I mean, I was into dance and gymnastics.
I was into dance, too.
And everything. And, I was into competitive gymnastics until like my sophomore year in college and all of that. And then I was a cheerleader too, so, all that.
Yeah.
But I really didn't do any music performances after about my junior year in high school until we started playing in
playing
2011, 12.
Yeah, about that time frame. So before I forget, we got Beth from Nailtini's on right now.
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We so appreciate you being a part of it. I'm actually bringing a breakfast burritos down to Nailtini.
I thought I saw that
in the morning. Yes, you did see that.
Save one for me.
A big shout out to Nailtini for being a sponsor. We got some advertisements we'll do with them. And I also want to mention, before I forget, because I do sometimes, I have 2 hours to do a show, and there's so much going on. But tonight's show, these videos that you're watching us on YouTube, is brought to you by the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street. If you have not gone down to the Brewpub and tasted one of their 18 beers on tap, homemade, right there, well, you're screwing up. So get down there and try some of their beer, because it is really, really good. And
we'll go.
I'm telling you, you will like it, and we'll talk.
At least one of them. There's 18 to try. So.
And they got a brand new one out right now. It's called Tim's. I knew it. Earlier before the show, I was like Tim's, but it is a beer that was put in a Pilar barrel, so it's Pilar infused.
It's a rum.
And it's Papa Tim's, and oh my God, is it really good? So yes, it's. So anyway, I want to get those shouts in. We're gonna do some more advertisements with
Nailtini and the pint.
And the pint, yes. So I really appreciate it. And we got some other new advertisements coming up here pretty soon. I'm not going to talk about them tonight, but coming in the future, we have another sponsor we're bringing on board with us, and we'll talk about that in the near future. So again, let's get back to what we're doing right here with Caswell Cook and his lovely bride, Christine.
And his peel and eat.
And the peel and eat.
I'm a peel and eat.
Are you one of the peel and eats?
I get up on stage once in a while and do the tambourine thing, but that's about as far as it goes.
We got 8 peel and eats, sometimes 9 if we have our bongo percussion guy with us. So we have 2 guitars, me on keyboards, but then I have a real keyboard player who can actually play. We have a sax player, we have a bass, and we have drums. And
we played in Margaritaville.
Yeah, so we the coolest gig this year was we got invited to the Northeast Regional Parrot Head Convention was early May of this year, and it was a cool gig. It was at the Margaritaville Resort in Cape Cod. It just opened last year.
Very cool.
Hyannis, yep.
Yeah, Hyannis.
Very cool.
And it was a cool gig for us because it's like we got paid and we got hotel rooms and we got fed and we had a crowd that just wanted to hear yacht rock, and we call our band Yacht Rock with a parrot head twist. And then of course we have our 3 or 4 originals that are parrot headish anyway. But it was so fun to play on the bill with a bunch of other great people that were there, and it was cool.
Do you remember who else was in the lineup on that? I just
you had to ask me. No,
that's fine.
You can look it up, and we'll talk about it later. Yeah.
Back though, is it something we said? No, they change it up every year.
They change every year.
That's typical for Margaritaville.
I hear that for the.
I mean, we played down at this one at least twice since we've been here, but
she's in the palace.
It's hard to get in. I mean, it's they bring in other people. They're always doing something.
They wanted to do a yacht. They called it Naughty Yachty Night. So they wanted to try something a little different this year by bringing us in.
Well,
so
for us, being trop rock musicians, once we moved here,
coastal Americana.
Well, yeah, but.
No, wait.
Nautical
America.
But when we moved here, I mean, we didn't get gigs because when I said we're trop rock musicians, and they're like,
Key West is like,
they're like, you know what? We've heard about you guys, and we've heard you're really good, but we don't bring your kind of stuff in here. And I'm like, what?
No, this is the place for it. If anything.
Well, that was before Jimmy passed.
That was before Jimmy. Once Jimmy
like,
died,
everybody
Jimmy. Went, oh, we love Jimmy now, and I'm like, you bunch of knuckleheads. But,
yeah.
But yeah, so I changed our genre, to nautical Americana. And they're like, "Oh my God, nautical Americana! That is so genius!" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
What do you guys play? What kind of music is it?
It's the same thing as what they do. It's beach country. It's country.
Old stuff. I mean, Johnny Cash.
I mean, this is a
Nancy
cover.
Sinatra. We
Believe
do
it or not,
Boots.
Key West is a cover town. I don't care what anybody wants to tell you. Back in the day, Jimmy got away with playing some of his originals and stuff, but I guarantee he played more covers probably on stage than he did his own stuff. Yeah. And the gig we got right now, this past week when we played, they actually came out and said, if you play more covers, and I'm like, You know what? I've been playing about 98% covers so far. So, but once she left, I started playing my own.
I always
stuff.
feel that way. Like when our band plays around, and it's mostly obviously Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts. I mean, they want to hear hits. They want us to sing "Dances in the Moonlight" and "Brandy" and like those kind of songs. But when we put in like our Coconut Kevin or something, actually, because Coke is weird in our area, everyone that comes to see us, they actually know our song, which is cool. And a lot of the Parrot Heads in the Northeast know our song because I opened for Mac McAnally at one of my festivals 2 years ago, and I played Coconut Kevin. And they instantly caught on to it. So that was one of the reasons we got booked at the Parrothead thing, was the guy really liked Coconut Kevin. We just sprinkle in. I mean, we have literally 3 originals, 4. You just do a little bit, and you don't kill them with it because they're there to hear songs that they know by heart.
And I usually spread our stuff out too. It's like one of our big ones was Key West Bound. And so a lot of times I don't like opening with that. I'll kind of spread that out within the set list. I'll do some other songs and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I got this one right now that, we did with our initial band, B-Man and the Misbehavens, and it's called No Regret. And I always call it the Debbie Downer song. And, but it was a song written about me for my co-writer, because every time we were traveling, he was like, "You're doing things I want to do, but I'm at this age, and my daughter is very young, and we're having to wait. I don't want to say waste our time with our daughter and everything, but it's just like we have responsibilities that we can't do this kind of stuff. So it's like one of those no regret kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I always thought Debbie Downer song, and I didn't play it that much. But we were on the road last year. We did 6 weeks in the RV. And we were in Memphis.
It took somebody other than me to tell him it's not a
she's
Debbie
always
Downer
on my
song.
butt about it. But
I've been telling him for like 10 years.
Our friend
it's
Michelle.
not a Debbie Downer song.
Our friend Michelle was like, "Oh my God, why don't you ever play this song that much?" And
well, there you go.
So every time we turn around, if we were doing Tuesday on the Island, or if we're doing a gig someplace, she's like, in the audience, "No regret," and I'm like, "All right, we'll do it," and
that's fun when someone knows your song.
So it's for me, I'm always like, I don't know. So let me catch up with some people in line here. Donnie Chapman, he says, Beth says yum on the food I'm bringing tomorrow. Donnie Chapman says, "I was 3 days early for the No Shoes Real Songs Part 2. David Lowe's here because so I'm back in queue." All right, good you're back here. Callie McCool all the way out in California, TGIF from the West Coast. So thank you for tuning in. Steve Brown says awesome shirts. So I don't know. Oh, I think he's talking about your shirt. But Christine, I was looking at yours. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Way Out West Tour 2001.
I wasn't there, but it's a good shirt.
I was noticing your shirt. I was like,
can she tell you a Debbie Downer story about Tom Petty?
No regrets.
My
only regret.
Let's hear it.
My only regret. I don't have a lot of regrets in my life. I was on the school committee in Westerly for 8 years, which is a terrible, painful thing. And I am a very, very committed person. So we had tickets to see Tom Petty. Never saw him. One of my heroes. And I decided, I missed another school committee meeting to see Lindsey Buckingham. I can't miss 2 to see Tom Petty. I'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, guess what happened right after that?
He died.
Oh,
so
my
sorry,
God.
Debbie Downer, but yeah.
Walk.
We can still
I hit that little walk.
We can still
thing.
wear his shirt.
No,
and listen to his music.
It's funny. This past week that we at the event we played at, we had Tom Petty request songs.
Oh, absolutely. We get that too. We do like sometimes Learning to Fly.
Yeah. We did that. Learning to Fly was one. I forget what the other one was. And then, I don't know. There's a couple that I'm like really rusty on. So I'm like, I don't want to do them because I don't want to screw it up. And then they're going, these guys suck.
Yeah.
It's like, but I tell people, it's like, we have 600 plus songs that we have and I don't know them all by heart. I mean, like, because you don't play them all the time.
Oh, yeah, true.
And thank God for iPads. I don't care what anybody says.
iPad, yeah.
I mean, I have to use that because I'm getting old.
Even the big artists have them on stage.
Paul McCartney, we went the other night.
Yeah, we saw Paul in Pittsburgh on Tuesday.
He forgot some lyrics.
See, there you go. I mean, it happens. I mean, Jimmy Buffett.
Well, even with his teleprompter down there. He used to forget lyrics all the
Yeah,
time.
Jimmy had this huge teleprompter down there, and he still went to another lyric. You're like, what the hell?
But you see the lyric things on stage, like when the Stones, like it says, "I can't get no satisfaction," and you're thinking, "Come on, Mick, 60 years, you can't remember that." But I think if you're out in front of, especially them, 60, 70,000 people, you probably could have a brain fart and you forget the lyrics.
Trust me, I have many brain farts, and this one over here is
Well, just this past week, you completely skipped to something. I don't know.
Is this something?
I think Harriet was like, "Where'd
Something
you go?"
caught
We're
my
like,
eye, and I'm just kind of like, I went a whole other direction, and I'm like, oh,
So I
crap.
sang the words for you, and you tried. No, you're like, no, I'm going to sing these other words. Damn it! I'm like, okay.
You know what
do
stuff
you,
happens,
boo.
but you know what? That's live music right there. So
That's
hey,
true.
I want to. So my shout out to Callie McCool. You're talking about you were on the school board.
School committee, yeah.
School committee.
Same
So
thing.
Callie McCool out at Antioch High School in California. He Tiki Man Radio donates airtime to them, and he has a class. He teaches a class on radio production and getting kids involved with how to be a DJ, how to set up your own.
Yep.
So the fun thing about this is that I script. You see it in front of me. This is my script. I may not follow this 100%, but it helps me keep track of where I'm at in the show, so I don't, I'm that old. So I don't want to wander too far and go, where the hell am I?
I hear you.
Michelle, I need help. But I sent this to them because when he saw this and he's like, oh my God. So I sent this to him, and that's what he uses for his kids to come up with a script for your radio show and advertisements and things like that. So that's what I think is so cool about Callie out there, teaching his kids how to be, a DJ, how to run through the process of radio production and things like that. So kudos to you, Callie. I mean, you're really doing a lot of cool things. So, and Callie goes, I'm watching the YouTube vids, love the music, and the beach vid cracks me up, and singing Captain Stubbing reincarnated. I don't know what that means. So sometimes
Steuben?
you just
Captain Steuben from
Love Boat.
Love Boat.
Oh, there you go.
With the hat.
There you go. So anyway, it's and I didn't know you were here because we have just been flying, since Songwriter Showcase. It seems to take me longer to
I got to be a part of that next year. I got to figure it out.
It takes me time to recover from that, because there's so much going on. I
Right.
mean, it's a constant production, and not only live music, but we're also live on YouTube. We run this thing from 11 to 6, so you can actually go out and watch our past videos of our artists that are on stage. So it is a production.
And shout out to my friend Jason Acey, who was part of it.
Yes, Jason was awesome this year.
That's just the rum talking. That's my favorite one by him.
No, I tell you, we had him last year and we had him this year, and he's such a talent. So we appreciate when we can get Jason in there. But yeah, so for us, this is our catch-up mode. Our volunteers have finally left. We try and take care of our volunteers. We took them out for a sandbar excursion, and we had some fun with them. And then, they all finally have gotten back home, and now Michelle and I are catching up here, putting things back in order. So, yes, it's been a busy 2 weeks, and I'm ready for things to start ramping down a little bit going into the holidays.
That's good.
So yeah, and Teresa says there is definitely a recovery period from that week. Yes, because there's a lot going on. So, so are you playing anywhere this week while you're
Actually, no, I got nothing lined up. But next weekend, or Saturday, November 22nd, when we get back home, there's a theater in our town that's called the United Theater, and we're the opening act for John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
That I read that. I did. That is cool.
It is cool. John lives literally in the next town over, and I've known him for probably 25 years. I book him at some of my events. and obviously it's easier to get them because they all live there. So
Yeah.
you're right, but he just got off tour with Rick Springfield and Colin Hay and some guys like that. And then
Colin Hay.
yeah.
Oh,
and then
man, what a
he
talent.
He texted me this week and he's like, this weekend we're going to be in Cincinnati with Loverboy, and then he was going to be in Orlando
Well,
this
he just
week.
lost Tunes too.
Yeah, his sax player, Tunes, who was in the movie Eddie and the Cruisers, which made them famous.
Oh, my
He
God.
passed away recently. But so Cafferty put out his first new song in like 30 years last summer. And then he put out his first album, Sound of Waves.
You helped him produce the
yeah,
video.
a few months ago, the new album. But the single came out last year. My friend Chris Walsh and I produced it, and Chris filmed it, and it's called Day in the Sun. And so he called me up. He's like, hey, Kaz, I don't know nothing about this YouTube stuff. But he goes, you got to help me make a video. So we made a video. One day, Christine comes home. She's like, why is John Cafferty in my living room?
Not that I minded.
No, it's good. So a year ago, after we did the video, we did this double bill. I wouldn't say it's a double bill. We're opening at the same venue, and it went over really well. We get like 35 minutes, and then he comes out and does his whole show. So they booked us again for 1 year later. So here we are coming up next
so
week.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's a really cool gig to have, and we're looking forward to playing. I wanted to play last time I was down here. I played with Kerry Wolf and some other folks.
Yeah.
Just didn't get around to making anything happen this time around, which is fine. But we wanted to be here on the show, and we've got a new single we put out a few months ago called Wopat's Doritos, which is crazy.
I can play that. I can play that song.
Cool.
If you want me to throw that in there next.
All right, we got that, and then so Coconut Kevin was our first song, and we were here with Coconut Kevin, and then a year later we released a song called The Beach, which did pretty well on the Trop Rock charts and the adult contemporary charts, and one chart in Nashville, which was kind of cool. And then this year we released Wopat's Doritos, and then we have a song that I recorded with John Ford Coley that's finally been mixed, and it's a cover song. We Just Disagree, Dave Mason.
So the one you sent me, 'cause I have We Just Disagree. What was that prior to all the final mixing?
Yeah, the original one I sent you. The one I just sent you is finally finished.
I didn't. For some reason, that one did not come through.
Oh, all right.
I saw your email come through, and it went to your webpage, but I didn't see it on there.
Well, the other version is just not quite as finished. The one that you have, there was some guitars that were a little out of sync in the beginning. Not that anyone would notice, but
yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah,
and that is a tough song to play.
Right, and
it's a timing issue.
It is, and we didn't have much rehearsal for it because John Ford Coley, for those who don't know him, he was in a band, a duo, England Dan and John Ford Coley. So they had hits like "Really Love to See It Tonight," "Nights Are Forever Without You," "Love Is the Answer," big in the yacht rock. And John became a friend over the years. He actually played at our wedding 6 years ago. So he was in town one time for one of our shows, and I said, let's go over to the studio while you're here. So we literally had him for a couple hours, and he just did the high harmonies on the song. Because I'm thinking, who better than John Ford Coley to do the harmonies on a track? And if I can get him, so he agreed to do it. So that song's going to be released in a few months. But I would love it if you played Wopat's Doritos. It's a crazy song. And I can either tell you about it after we play it or whatever.
What do you think is best? Let me ask that question.
I think we should explain it before I play it.
Oh, I agree. I would agree.
So, Tom Wopat played Luke Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
So that's who Wopat is. So I was.
I swear to God, when you said it to me, I'm like,
Wopat's Doritos. Yeah.
What's Wopat's Doritos?
What's a Wopat?
Yeah.
So when I was a little kid, my mom wouldn't let me stay up late enough to watch the Dukes of Hazzard. But I would sneak, she thought I was asleep, and she was watching it with my stepfather, and I would kind of peek through the doorway to the living room and watch it anyway. And then, of course, as the years went on, I was, 9, 10, I could stay up and watch Dukes of Hazzard. Fast forward 40 years later, I'm booking one of my festivals at the beach in Westerly, Mesquamaket, and I said, how much would Tom Wopat be? Because I knew he did a lot of music.
Yeah.
And so to have him come and do autographs and stand with the General Lee, take pictures, but then to perform. So he came, and we got friendly, and he said, why don't you come up on stage when I play? So I went up on stage and sang "Just a Good Old Boy," with him. And then we did Margaritaville, and he totally thought I was a genius because I sang the lost verse, which of course he's not a parrot head, so he had no idea about the lost.
Yeah.
There was lost, and he thought I was like so cool. He's like, I'm looking at the video recently, and he's like going, "Whoa, Gaz, you made this up?" And I'm like, "No." So anyway, the whole point of this whole song is, I was too young, and then all of a sudden here I am singing on stage with Tom Wopat. Well, he didn't ask for anything special. Most of these people, when they come, if they're like stars, they're like, we want some caviar, or we at least want this.
Oh, I've seen some of that.
The rock, yeah.
We have
the
some
blue,
trop
the
rockers
M&Ms,
like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so he had no rider. So I said, well, I'll just throw some Doritos in there and some stuff. So I said to my bandmates, I'm like, do not go in his trailer and eat his food. So I'm up on stage playing with Wopat, and my friend Roger, who was in my band at the time, goes in, and I get this text, and it's a picture of Roger in Tom Wopat's trailer eating his Doritos. So I made this stupid song about stealing Wopat's Doritos, even though Tom never asked for them. So several months after I wrote the song, I caught up with him again, and we were doing an interview for my cable access show, or my YouTube show now, the Caswell Cook Show. And I told him about this. He's like, what? He goes, you're really reaching for material here. And so at the end of the music video, I just actually posted it today because I hadn't gotten around to it. It's on my Caswell Cook Facebook page, or Caswell and the Peel and Eats. At the very end, it's me and Tom, and Tom's like, man, you're really reaching for material. So that's the background for Wopat's Doritos. Play away.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to figure out what it's like. What the hell?
Y'all got to listen to the lyrics, and you'll get it now.
Wopat's Doritos, everybody.
Tonight, staying up past my bedtime, peeking through the door from 79 to 84. Imagine my surprise when 40 years later, Luke Duke and me on stage, singing Wopat songs, a little Jimmy Buffett and Waylon's Good Old Boys. Just a good old boy. I was on the stage, we were all the rage, singing Turn the Page, but backstage there was a plot. They told him he should stop. Lots of stars tell you that they want the moon when they come to your place to play. Red M&M's, caviar, lobster, and bottled Perrier. But Wopat's this was simple, he didn't put on airs. He even liked the Beatles. He said, I'll just have a burger, maybe a shake, but don't forget my Doritos. I was on the stage, we were all the rage, singing Turn the Page, but backstage there was a plot. They told him he should stop. When we got to playing, we went back to the trailer, and Lord, to my surprise, you should have seen Big Roger standing there, and Wopat sang We Are. Moral of the story is when you steal Doritos, make sure the coast is clear. Or like Coach Roger and his accomplice, you'll be screwed for many years. I was on the stage, we were all the rage, singing Turn the Page, but backstage there was a plot. They told him he should stop. I was on the stage, we were
Doritos, everybody.
That's the radio debut of that song, by the way.
Seriously?
Yeah, we've held it back. I put it out on iTunes and all that, but I literally just been so busy, so we finally put out the video today, which is a cartoon video.
Very cool.
And you're the first. We saved it for you.
Let me switch my cameras here. It's like I got so many things. I got so many mouses going on. There we go. We're back in here.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, we were talking about, during the song, it's like I got people messaging me here. I'm like, I have to keep track of it. Now, on Danny's show on Sundays, he's got somebody who does the YouTube, somebody who does the Facebook. So
that's good.
It's a lot easier that way when you got people in the studio that can manage different things. But
that's true.
Right? Michelle's like, I don't give a shit. She's like, I don't care. She's like, that's your problem, not mine. And Sean Crawley says, great song. So.
Thank you, Sean.
Sean Crawley, her husband, Bill, who we lost, a little over a year now. Is it? God, I'm losing track of time. But he used to be a big part of our songwriter showcase, and he had a lot of great music out there. And so we play a lot of his music on our show throughout the Tiki Man Radio community. And the biggest thing for me was my song Key West Bound. And I remember he had done my song a few times, and he'd send me the video. Hey, I'm playing your song. And I'm like, that's, when somebody plays your song, that's cool.
It is.
It is really cool. And it was not last year, but the year before last, he was on stage doing his thing. And, of course, Danny and I go upstairs. And that's kind of our office above everything, to where we can look down, see what's happening, and we can point at people and make fun of people and stuff, Only kidding. But anyway, we were up there, and I heard Bill start mentioning the song and me, and I'm just, you hear something, and next thing you know, he started playing my song, and I damn near killed myself to get down those steps to get in front of that stage and thank that man personally. And it's so exciting when somebody does that.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
So when he had passed, and we didn't have him the first year at the Songwriter Showcase, I did one of his songs for his family. And as a tribute, like, look, this man played my song, I'm going to play one of his songs, and to this day we still play one of his songs in our gigs. So Bill was a very honest and beautiful guy. So
nice.
He's very much missed by the Tiki Man Radio community and fans. So anyway, on another note, that's an interesting story, because I sat there, when you first sent it to me, and I'm like, and I listened to it, and I'm like, what the hell is this all about? There's got to be a story here. There has to be a story.
There has to be.
With Woparts, right?
Wopat, yeah.
Wopat's Doritos. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
We'll get the scoop one day.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got it. There you go.
Exclusively.
It's really big on the Dukes of Hazzard fan channels.
Well, I never thought about that. And who was he on the Dukes of Hazzard again?
He was Luke.
Luke, that's right. Okay.
Bo and Luke Duke. He was Luke Duke.
You know what? I remember that show. I watched that show.
He was the dark-haired guy, not the blonde guy. That was John Schneider.
I usually focused on Daisy Dukes anyway.
Well, sure, there's Daisy. Yeah, there's Daisy.
Right.
The
and
two
Uncle
drivers,
Jesse.
I don't care about that. Daisy Dukes, I like those.
Yeah. Well, she was wearing them.
But yeah, no,
Catherine Bach. That's who that is.
Catherine Bach, yes.
That's right.
But again, that was a really cool show. So, what else is going on? What else do you have going into the new year?
Well, I'm trying to get a bunch of shows lined up for next year. We really want to play at City Winery in Boston and New York. So those are two places. So we're working on doing at least an opening act situation at City Winery, which would be really cool. I would love to just jump in the car and go go play for a week or something. But I have band members that have lives.
Yeah.
It's not as
do
easy.
you find it difficult with the size of your band that you?
Oh, yeah.
It's.
Yeah, we can't tour. Not that anyone would really have us. I don't know, but like it was cool going to the Margaritaville thing. That was a one off. It was a 2-hour drive.
Right.
So it was a little, it wasn't like that far. But we're only, where we are in Westerly, we're maybe just less than 2 hours from Boston and 3 hours from New York City. So we can play that little corridor. I think.
Yeah.
Would be fine. Like what is that? Daryl's Place. We've talked to them. There's also a couple of casinos that we're trying to get into. I think that's the kind of thing we're good at. That we can do. And festivals. We do like three festivals. We do the two that I put on because I put them on, so my band's going to play. Why not? And then there's the seafood festival in the next town over we play. So there's things like that we do, and these like sort of outdoor concert series and things like that. We work really well at that. That's our kind of a gig. But I've got to learn how to pare it down so that we can actually go somewhere. My band ranges in age from a 30-year-old guitar player who just had a baby to the oldest guy is my band leader. He's 67. So like and I'm 51. So like the band is really a wide
There's
age.
dynamics.
Definitely.
There's a lot of dynamics because I know when we had B-Man and Ms. Behavens back in the day, it wasn't bad for Michelle, myself, and Jill, and of course Jill's husband Craig was always kind of like tag along roadie kind of thing, help where he could. But then our co-writer, when he started getting into it, Colin.
Their daughter was very little.
Yeah.
Not super little. She was still old enough to be involved in dance and gymnastics and all that kind of stuff. So, super involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard.
Like I was when I was a kid,
My daughters are 15 and 17.
And all that kind of stuff.
So they're still in, high school age, and her son just graduated high school. So like, there were a few more years.
Well, and the nice thing for us, we had an RV.
Well,
so
nice.
we could throw everybody in the RV, and we would go down to a location. Like we went down to Carlsbad, did a gig down there. We did some other stuff, but we went out to Vegas one year, and that was an interesting one. Jesus God, that was hotter than hell. But
well, that was on the way also up to the other Parrot Head thing.
Yeah. So I mean, we were take the RV and utilize that. We had living space for everybody, and so that helped out a lot.
Yeah, I would love to like come down here, with the band, but I mean to make that happen, it would be
big bucks.
Yeah, we'd have to have like a sponsor or something. You know what I mean? Like, and who's gonna? I don't know. I mean, but it would be fun. I did a gig a few weeks ago. It was the first time I had ever done anything small with two of my guitar players. And it sounded pretty good. We did a Jimmy Buffett tribute afternoon. So like I DJ'd for a couple hours, and then we did like an hour and a half of Jimmy songs. We did Coconut Kevin, and we did The Beach, our two songs. But we were doing like Volcano, Son of a Sailor, all those. I love doing all those songs anyway. Cheeseburger, Margaritaville. Our band does a really great version of Margaritaville. We try to do like Jimmy's live versions of the song. You can always tell someone who knows Jimmy, like a guitar player playing on a patio somewhere, if they're just doing that boring strum of Margaritaville, or if they're like doing salt, 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 and they know what I mean. Like
I totally get that.
I think some people in this crowd got high. They got to know the live versions, man. They had to have seen Jimmy.
Really, just making it flow.
Yeah.
Versus being stiff.
Right.
Now there is a new. Well, before I say that, Michelle and I, more often than not, we get requests from people down here to do a 2-hour or 3-hour Jimmy show. And I'm like, I can do 3 hours if you want 3 hours of Jimmy. Is that what you want? You want 3 hours of Jimmy Buffett? I can do that. I've got enough of the material, but I'm like, really?
I think they mean, the people that booked me, I said, you don't want 100%. Like, can we throw in some yacht rock? Can we throw in some Zach Brown?
And that's usually what happens because, the people who are booking it, well, the first person we did one time, I mean, they were pretty hoity-toity coming out of Ohio. And, of course, I had to get a hold of my sister. I'm like, do you know this person? Because we had to sign non-disclosures and everything, And
sounds like a good gig.
And I'm like, I don't know. But, it was playing just to two of them. It was their anniversary, and they wanted a band to play to them in the background while they were eating and drinking. And shit, we walked out of there with
Sounds nice,
I was
actually.
going to say, if the money's right.
We walked out there with some
Sounds
money.
like a hell of an anniversary.
A nice bottle. We actually they offered us 2 bottles of Dom Perignon, but we only took the one. And
What
we
were
were
you thinking?
letting the seat.
I think it was cupcake sushi.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like, I'm like, this was a good night, you know? And then we did, the other one we just did here recently was, you know, they wanted 2 hours of Jimmy Buffett. And I'm like, all right, well, I can do it, but is that what you really want? And then as I started gauging the crowd, and that's a big thing, gauging the crowd. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do all Jimmy Buffett. And so we started throwing some other stuff in. And then you can see.
That's right.
The people there, and I'm like, all right. So, and then afterwards they came up to us, they're like, you guys hit it out of the park. And I'm like, well.
Are you guys performing live in the next several days? Because we're here.
We don't.
Next
We're
Wednesday.
Not till Tuesday again.
Yeah,
Maybe.
our next gig is next Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Because we'll be here till Wednesday.
We'll come.
We're at the
Southernmost
Beach Resort.
Oh yeah.
At the pool.
He played there. Well, not
I sang with a guy there last year, and now I can't
We
remember.
met him at.
We met him at
oh my God,
Benihana.
his name's escaping me. You probably know who he is. He plays every Sunday.
Yeah.
Down there, and
Yeah.
we met him at Benihana.
I sang a
they
couple
live
Jimmy
here,
songs with him.
and his wife and family. He's a teacher. He's a music teacher at the high school.
Up
What?
in
Key West.
I know you. No.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh,
I'm not
damn it. I can't
sure.
remember his name.
Well, we'll come see them.
Anyway, but yeah, we'd love to come see you.
What we were doing is that there were some times where we can't play. So I asked them, I'm like, can I just, what do you want to do when we can't play? And they're like, just bring whoever you want. It just has to be filled. So I actually had somebody else coming in this week.
Oh, all right.
So, but I will know tomorrow, if not Sunday, if he's going to take it or not. If he doesn't, then Michelle and I are stuck with it.
Well, then we'll come see you.
But here's the beauty of this thing. What they want is people to come in and play. So if somebody comes up and says, I'm a musician, I'd like to play a couple songs, Michelle and I turn the stage over to them.
Oh, cool. Well, I wouldn't be able to play.
So my
'cause I have
comment
nothing
to
with
them
me.
was, well, what if they suck? They're like, we don't care, let them play. And I'm like, she goes, the pay's the same. I'm like, works for me.
Oh, he had him come up. We played a couple songs.
But seriously, I mean, it's one of those things. It's if we're playing, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll let you know how it's going because if we're playing there, if you want to come up and sing
a Jimmy song,
Margaritaville or whatever the case might be,
as long as we do the Lost verse.
Yeah, I mean, you can play the whole damn song if you want. I don't care. I'll just strum it. I'll just play it.
I don't know the Spanish version.
Well,
I've heard him sing it before in Spanish. Have you?
Oh, yeah, numerous times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Michelle. You don't know, do you?
No.
She'll do Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, nice.
Blue Bayou.
Oh, nice.
And she'll do the Spanish version in Blue Bayou.
That's very cool.
Which blows the crowd away because they're not expecting it. And I'm a crowd watcher, so when I'm playing it, they're like, oh, and you hear them,
Yeah.
you see lips moving, so you know they're talking, going, oh my God, that's pretty damn cool. So, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know what's going on.
Great.
Because the guy that I've got supposedly filling in is Jockey Jord. And if you don't know Jockey Jord, I've coined him as the next Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, he's a young artist. He writes a lot of music. He produces a lot of his own music. He sings a lot of Jimmy Buffett stuff. He's during Jimmy Buffett days down here. I mean, he's headlining, at the pier. And this year, he was the main singer. And Teresa goes, "Oh, Jockey Jord, yeah." And he was the main singer, and behind him, or on his right side, was Roger Bartlett playing guitar. And Roger Bartlett was the very first choral reefer for Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
So you got Roger Bartlett backing him, and then you've got I can't think of the other girl's name, but Emily Randall, who's a violin player. She's backing him in the back, and then the drummer. I mean, it's like having like a mini choral reefer band up there.
I like it.
So he kills it. So he gets mad at me. I introduced him when he came into our songwriter showcase because he was bringing something to me. I said, there it is, the next Jimmy Buffett, and he throws his arms up in the air and starts walking out. I'm like, get your ass back in here, and he's like, I hate when you do that. And I'm like, dude, accept it because you are a talent. You may not be that Jimmy Buffett guy, But I'm telling you, you are something. Don't ever forget that. And I said, the one thing I want from you, the only thing I expect out of you, I'll help this kid from here to Timbuktu. I said, the only thing I expect is that when you're playing somewhere and I'm in the area, you better have me in the green room.
I like it.
You know, I want the green room, and we're going to have some fun. But yeah, he's really good. So if he's not able to do it, I'll let you know.
Cool.
And even if he's there,
Yeah, you can play.
show up because and I'll let him know that you're in town and
Want to play a few songs? Yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. You know, he's
That's the point of the whole thing. Is
that's what they want.
the hotel wants people to be able to have guests or tourists play.
Guests, tourists, whoever, give them an opportunity to say, you got to play in Key
Or
West.
famous people from Westerly, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm telling you, we'll make it happen. I want to play another song.
All right.
I'm gonna let you make the decision.
Sure.
Coconut Kevin or The Beach?
The Beach, because that was our follow-up song that actually charted.
All right, we're gonna do The Beach.
And it needs no explanation.
And then right after that, I am going to do an advertisement before we come back in.
All right.
Because I need to get some advertisements in. And so this is Caswell Cook, Take Me. How'd I get that in there twice? Let me get that out of there just so I don't mess it up.
I cannot believe it.
The Beach.
His name.
Turn off the news and let's hop in the car. Better hope and pray you don't have to drive far. Full tank of gas, but it's only a mile. We'll get there, it'll make you smile. Put down the phone and let Siri pick up. Put down the top in your car or your truck. Life's too short, don't drive yourself to the grave. Just go to the beach and catch that perfect wave. Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. Take me to the beach today. Just say screw it and get out of the cold. The daily grind is getting pretty old. I know a place where we can all go. The sun is shining and there ain't no snow. Somewhere south, I think I've been there before. Can't name the spot, but we'll be there by 4. Have a shot at Doctor and let's chill for a while. Play me some Buffett and let's party in style. Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. So take me to the beach today. Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. So let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. So take me to the beach today. Today. Today.
Looking for the ultimate craft beer experience in Key West? Head to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street in downtown Key West. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's your must-stop spot for 18 handcrafted beers on tap. Available in 4, 12, and 16 ounces. Not sure which beer to choose? Try their flights of 4-ounce beers and find your favorite. The Southernmost Pint Brewpub also offers wine, cider, seltzers, and refreshing non-alcoholic drink options. And the food? Oh yeah! Dig into their Scotch eggs, German potato pancakes, Thai peanut noodles, chili cheese fries, and so much more. Every bite's a flavor adventure. Happy hour runs daily from 4 to 6 p.m. with 25% off drinks and discounted snacks. Want to enjoy that wonderful Key West tropical attitude? Then enjoy their giant outdoor seating area with fun games and comfortable seating. After dark, enjoy their giant projector and building-sized screen and watch your favorite sports event and entertaining films. Planning event? Book their space for free. At Southernmost Pint Brewpub, every pint tells a story. Yours could be next. That's Blast Beer Company, Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in Key West. Open daily 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Blast Beer Company, around since 1992, making beer one barrel at a time.
Reef rum is made with a sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It's a rum that was created by and for everyone tired of the same old thing. For both the professional bohemians and the actual connoisseurs of good rum. It's for people who want to get out of their comfort zone. Unleash the rebel inside of you with Reef Rum, sweet and smoky for the wise. Reef Rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio.
Tired? Hungover? Or just need a boost? Rehydrate, recover, and relax at IV hydration stations in Key West. Whether you're curing a hangover, supercharging your immune system, or enhancing your performance, they've got the perfect IV therapy for you. Choose your vibe. Kick back in their people-watching window seats with a loved one or a friend, or just unwind in serene privacy with soft lighting and lavender eye pillows. IV Hydration Station offers hangover relief and prevention, immune boosts and energy lifts, athletic recovery and beauty enhancers, skinny shots, semaglutide, anti-aging, and so much more. Their emergency-trained nurses will customize your treatment for maximum results. Visit one of their 2 locations in Key West, 328 Simonton Street and 1200 White Street. Call 305-509-0919 to book your appointment or just walk in. IV Hydration Station. Rehydrate, recover, and relax.
Hey, this is Beth from Nailtini. Do you ever feel like getting your nails and hair done before vacation is a chore? Why not enhance your vacay experience by visiting us at Nailtini, 817 Duval. Our perfect petties will make your feet look fabulous in those flip-flops. Or maybe you want a beautiful blow-dry and style for your night on the town. Men's haircuts, facials, and waxing? We do that too. We live up to our name and serve you a martini or a drink of your choice during your service. Now, back to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio.
Yeah. B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions coming to you live. Hey, brought to you by Michelle.
Nailtini.
Nailtini, IV Hydration Station, and the Southernmost Pint Brewpub down here, 522 Front Street, Key West, who support the cameras. So we thank them very much for being a part of this. We thank Nailtini. If you guys, I'm always down there all the time giving autographs and having coffee time with them. I was down there this morning having coffee talk. We're having coffee talk. And I was doing that this morning, and it was fun catching up with a lot of those folks. And always a good time in Nailtini. And I think we're getting ready for the big old Christmas parade right around the corner. Christmas in Key West.
Yeah, that's different.
That's what you got to spend some time with
Of course,
because.
there's the harbor lighting.
Oh my God,
And then there's the
love-
Christmas tree lighting, and then the Christmas lighted bicycle parade, and then there's the regular parade.
Oh my God, there's so much. I love the holidays down
And then
here.
there's the lighted boat parade. And then you can take the trolley or the conch train around and look at all the lights in town.
Oh my God, yeah.
Nice.
The date
and do all of it without freezing.
Exactly.
Sometimes it gets chilly.
Although we've had some chilly times.
Pictures of us all bundled up.
We've had some chilly
What,
times.
it like gets down to 60?
Oh no.
Sometimes it gets down to 40 something.
Really?
So, have you been in our bathroom yet?
Usually not till February.
Not yet.
All
We
right.
have a
Go ahead, Michelle.
space heater.
So when you go to that bathroom, it's large.
Mhm.
Be careful to step down. We tell people we put a little handle there, for those who are, been drinking
or just need assistance.
or
on the
need
stair.
assistance getting down,
Stair
So
if
we
you have bad knees. or
we're all
something.
getting old, but there's screen all the way around.
Up top.
So it's
like,
covered.
It's
but
got
open.
about a 12 or 14 foot ceiling, but the upper 1.5 feet is screened. So when it's 40 degrees outside,
When
it's 40 degrees inside.
So I want you to picture, 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
You got to pee really bad.
Yep.
And you're walking through the house going, I got to go pee. And you get down there. It's cold already in the house, but when you get down to that area, the temperature drops even more. And us guys sometimes, when it gets that cold, it's like, it's not coming out. It won't flow. So we actually put a heater next to the toilet. So when you sit down on that porcelain, it's a lot nicer and comfortable.
This sounds like material for a new song from you.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like the Bellamy Brothers' Let Your Love Flow, but it's something different. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but again, it's our first year here.
We have 2 space heaters, one for there and one for our bedroom.
We learned.
Or
Michelle Meyer goes, shrinkage.
Nice.
little George Costanza.
Oh my God. Let me see. So Callie McCool says you have Nailtinis and hydration station. Is there a colon cleansing service in the future for trifecta? No, I don't think so. There, Callie. So that's our lovely watchers. We appreciate every damn one of them. We got a lot of people tuned in tonight, so I appreciate that. So we just got done playing the beach. What inspired that?
My wife inspired Coconut Kevin and the beach because we were talking about getting out of the cold, which is obviously a theme for anyone, and putting down. Wouldn't it be nice if we could put the phones down?
Yeah.
So I said, turn off the news and let's hop in the car. Put down your phone and let Siri pick up. There's lyrics like that. About getting off of the digital wave that we're all on. So that's kind of that.
Kind of like a Jimmy Buffett song, everybody's on their phone.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everybody's on the phone.
Yeah.
And then the whole...
You wrote that like in the 90s, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Everybody's on the phone. Yeah. And then the chorus, I wanted to have a chorus that was just really simple.
I know these chairs suck, Christine. You're just like, oh my
You want to
God.
sit over here in the
Yeah. Do you mind if I?
No, please go over there. I mean, we're not here to ruin your back.
No, yeah. It's all good.
Right, because you probably don't want to hurt your back.
But yeah, it was just that kind of thing, and the chorus is simple, let's all go to the beach, cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. So when we sing it, live with the band, like we do it once, then the audience gets it after that.
Yeah.
And we can almost like stop singing and they will continue singing it, which
Oh,
is
very
really,
cool.
really cool. But I wanted to write something that was just catchy and did not need to be explained like Wolpat's Doritos.
Well, and this is the thing about trop rock music, all right? Because so many people write about a frickin' palm tree.
Yep.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops, sand here,
margarita.
sand there, margaritas. So for me, when I write a song, I try to think about what is something different, and how can I take this in a different direction to where it's not sounding like the 1,700 other songs about,
Okay, Scotty?
this and that on the beach, a palm tree, a coconut fell on me, and
Right.
it's it's a tough genre because so many people are doing that.
True. I'm working on one right now, and the working title is Fort Zachary Taylor, and I just have I've got the chorus. We were sitting there at a barbecue last year with Coconut Kevin actually, and a bunch of his friends that all live in their vans like he does, kind of thing. And I was just sitting there, and one guy's like over getting stoned, and the other guy's cooking like shrimp, and it was an interesting scene, and I kind of wrote it down. It's almost to me going to be like a Paul Simon type of tune. I have to think about like in what oeuvre am I going to write these songs?
Right.
That's what Billy Joel always talks about. That. He's like, I'm going to write a Frankie Valli song, so he wrote Uptown Girl.
Yeah,
and he'll say, I want to write a song like Cream, so I wrote this one, and so I'm not that original, so I kind of have to find an inspiration. And do it that way, and it's kind of cool. We were watching a documentary this week about when they did "We Are the World," USA for Africa.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah,
we got to watch that.
Yeah,
I'm
and
curious.
so Lionel Richie was saying this is how he writes a song. He finds a tempo first. So he goes, all right, well, what do you want to do? So he was like, da 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 da,
yeah,
like an anthem. And
yeah.
He's like, we are the world. We are the children.
Yeah.
So that's how he writes a song. So I just listen to how all these people write songs, and I'm like, well, I guess that's how you do it.
Thanks, Teresa. We'll see you soon.
You start with a chord, but you got to have something in your head that you're going for. And so obviously, that song "Let's All Go to the Beach." I mean, it's a Jimmy type of thing. It's like a cheeseburger in paradise. It's like that kind of thing.
See, you bring up an interesting conversation because I've had a lot of people ask me that question. It's like, do you do lyrics first or do you do melody first?
It depends.
And it is. My response is always, it depends on my mood. I guess it depends on my situation. I mean, back in Albuquerque, I'll use the song "Sail Away" that we wrote. We wrote that
First
song.
number one.
Yeah, our first number one. I wrote that in 45 minutes, and it all started with the riff. I was watching Hogan's Heroes or something on TV. Michelle's sitting there, and I just came up with this crazy riff, as if I was feeling I was sailing. And then the next day, my songwriter and I were sitting at the house working on some stuff, and in between stuff, I was like,
doing that.
I was just, this riff was in my head, and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, I came up with this. He goes, I can't concentrate on this song now. We got to go to this. And 45 minutes later, we had the lyrics and everything to this song.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but there are times I just sit here and just come up with something strikes me. I was laying in bed the other night, and some words and stuff were flowing, and I'm just like, I wish I had something at the bed where I could just write it, turn the light on, but I know I'm going to bug her, and I should just get up and do it and write it down while it's fresh in my head, because I woke up 2 hours later going, what the hell was that? I felt like a scene out of Seinfeld. What was that joke? I can't remember. But that's for me. It's like I run in, it depends on the mindset for me,
Yeah, I don't do a lot of songwriting because I'm just not that good at it. So I just have fun with it, and when it comes, something comes. I got into, during COVID, I got into this mood, and I had nothing else to do, and I came up with 6 or 7 songs, some of which I've never recorded. I wrote a song probably 20 years ago after a breakup with a girl. That's when you get a lot of pain. Pain helps write songs. And that was the first song I ever wrote. It was the only song I wrote for almost 20 years, and then all of a sudden, I was able to come up with stuff. But it'll just be a phrase, like that Coconut Kevin thing was just so easy. I mean, she said it. She goes, Jesus, it's so cold here. I wish I could be Coconut Kevin and go to Key West all winter. And there's wow, that's a song. It's easy, and you just come up with some rhymes. And then I got to come up with Coconut Christmas.
But you know what? There you go. It's so I've had some people ask me, it's like, have you written a Christmas song? And I'm like, I have not ventured into that. But I swear to God, I laid in bed the other day, I don't know, like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I have not written a Christmas song, and all these ideas were floating in my head.
Yep.
Now, I can't tell you what they were because I end up falling back to sleep. That's when I should have got up and just start writing
Write
stuff
something
down.
down. Or record something on your phone even.
But again, I hate bugging her because once I bug her, it's, so I just need to do it and get up.
We have a basement, and I have that's where we have band rehearsal.
Yeah.
So I went down the basement and just banged out. I don't know how to play guitar. I play piano very poorly, and I basically just know chords. So I'll just take 3 chords and play them on the piano. It's harder to write tropical type music on a piano. Because so many of them have, just like a strumming guitar. And you'll notice that my song on the beach that we just played, it starts off with a ukulele. So I can hear that in my head, but I have to get one of the guys in my band, hey, play these 3 chords.
Yeah.
And play it like this. And I'm trying to show them on the keyboard how to do it.
Yeah.
But they get it, and then it comes around.
So does Christine, do you guys ever sit there and kind of write stuff or?
No, but like I said, she said, I wish I could be Coconut Kevin. So there's Coconut Kevin. And she said, put down the phones and whatever. And that was the beach.
I think a lot of times for me, it's I'll get it. I'm the type when I write anyway. And I've done a lot of writing on so many different things. I just use the term I throw up on the paper. And then I'll go back and review it and change it and mix things around and do what I got to do. But then I always kind of would look at Michelle and go.
He's even like that with government writing. I mean, even technical stuff. He'll just put it out there. And
I get what's in my head.
And then organize it later.
Yeah.
Or I'm I have to have an outline.
Yeah, she has
before I start writing. It's
See, I guess what I did is I have to do it. I guess I'm more economic with words. So if I wish I could be Coconut Kevin. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very brave.
And then I just come up with I was more brief in that, and it kind of came quick. I wish that I could, write like a Paul Simon. We were talking about the other day, how he can just speak, talk, sing, with his song Graceland. The Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar, and I'm following, the freeway.
I love
diamonds on the soles of your shoes, but it's just he's just talking it, and I'm sitting there going, I'm more rhyme June with spoon, and keep it, I wish I could be Coconut Kevin, ass in the sand, having drinks at 11. That's about as far as I go. I don't have that deep.
That's a good point because when somebody like a Paul Simon can write a song that's written
paragraphs. Yeah. Which is what Dylan does, but Paul Simon sounds better singing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's and how do you come up with that? Johnny's in the basement mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement thinking about the government, the man in the trench coat, badge out, laid off.
Blah, 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 blah.
And that's where does that come from? And, it's I can't do that,
Yeah, well...
Yeah, and I love the...
Well, that's why they do it.
I don't want to say that I can't do that. I think maybe I freaked myself out.
He put on aftershave to compensate for his ordinary shoes. That's my favorite line.
Yeah.
It's that is so crazy.
It is.
And I'm I forgot to put on aftershave to compensate for my stinky feet. It's that's how I would look at it. It's
no, but it's that's a fantastic line.
Well, and that's why I was very intentional with this song that I'm working on now, and I want to finish it while we're here. We're going to Fort Taylor tomorrow to have a barbecue, and I want to see if I can just finish the song because it's way more wordy. But then and Springsteen's like that. He's very wordy. And how do you condense it into something that people want to sing along to?
Well, we've done that before, again, with his friend Colin. Colin would write a 12-page poem.
Oh, my God, yeah. My God.
Well, again, with No Regret, the song we were talking about before.
And then you got to set it to music.
And then you've got to bring it in, cut it down by 2/3.
Well, he would come to me with the song. No Regret... Seriously, in the total song itself at the beginning was a masterpiece of a poem. And I'm looking at this, and he had a chord structure down, but we had to alter it a little bit. I'm the type I can go in and fix some of that for the flow side of things. But I'm like, oh my God!
We all had to work on the words.
I'm just I finally told him, I'm like, dude,
we're all gonna you, you
I am
and
not
Jill.
going to be on stage doing a 10-minute.
Okay,
I'm not doing a 10-minute song on stage.
No.
And no one's going to record this for 10 minutes.
That was
and
a 15-minute song.
Yeah, I mean it was huge. So
Hey Jude's as long as you can get, and that's what 7
I had
minutes?
to like take this and go, we got to scratch this out. We got to change this. Did this? We threw a bridge in there that wasn't. It was an awkward kind of thing that we end up doing, but we made it happen. But yeah, it's just like I'm like we got to cut this down, and I think we end up
Unless you
getting
just wrote American Pie, then you can go long.
exactly. And we're not that damn
Stairway
good.
to Heaven.
Yeah, we're not
Or
that damn
Stairway
good.
to Heaven, right?
Is-
Which even supposedly they copped the guitar intro, but yeah,
I always like to get other writers' perspectives on the directions they took, and I'll tell a real quick story because have you ever heard of Freebo? Freebo is
Was.
well, he was Bonnie Raitt's bass player back in the day, and he got into the trop rock music scene, and he'd come out to Albuquerque and stay with Michelle and I, and we get him gigs and stuff like that. But he'd like to do I want to do a music retreat. Now, he used to do them out in California. They were like a week long, pricey.
Yeah.
It's like, and you had to like eat berries and grains and stuff. And I'm like, look, I got to have a cheeseburger somewhere in there.
I
Okay.
agree. Yeah.
And I just told him, I'm like, and he kept bugging Michelle and I'm like, Freebo, I love you, man, but I can't do that. All right. I want to learn. So we had him in Albuquerque, and I said to him, I go, we're going to set you up. We're going to do a little mini camp. And he's great. We did that with him, and I swear to God, I thought I got kicked in the balls. I mean, this guy he wore me out. I mean, it was like music class 801. It was so high level, and I'm like, look, I know how to play. I'm not the smartest when it comes to all the theories and all that kind of stuff. I just didn't grow up like that. And what he wanted was, show me the song you wrote. So Colin went first, and next, Colin's like into it. Next thing you know, Freebo's like, oh, that's a bullshit song, and you this and this and this, and I'm thinking, oh God, and I knew Colin needed to work on it, but we've had our conversations, but he presented it. So then I was, he looked at me and he's like, all right, what do you got? And I'm like, look, this song I'm working on right now. And I did it, and I didn't even get into the second verse of it, and he's just like, that's bullshit, blah, 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 blah. So I got my tail between my legs, and then, of course, we get to Jill, who was one of our bandmates, and she was going to introduce her song that I wrote 90% of it, came up with the melody, the whole 9 yards, and she started playing it. And he's like, that is one of the best songs I've ever. That is a well-developed, and and she's like, well, thank you. I worked really hard on this. And threw my ass under the bus through the whole thing. And I'm like
that, yeah.
And I look at Michelle and I'm like, that bitch. I'm like, she threw me under the bus. She didn't even tell him that I helped write the damn thing, But I learned a lesson from that, and the lesson was this: we had who was Michelle? Who was the guy that came out that passed away? Jim Morris. So Jim Morris came out, and Jim Morris is kind of like the godfather of trop rock. And I sat down with him and I said, I want to pick your brain for a minute about songwriting and things like this, because he's got a million of them. And I said, look, I had this thing with Freebo, and I went through the whole 9 yards, and I said, I'm really interested in your perspective. And his comment was, F that guy. Write what you want to write and produce what you want to produce and put out what you want people to hear.
Well, that's what Hugo told you to.
And like Michelle said, Hugo said the same thing. And I was like, I felt redeemed from that. I felt like I've been like the crappiest songwriter after the Freebo thing. Like, I didn't know what I'm doing. But like Jim Morris is like, you do what you want. Right from the heart. Put it out there. Who cares?
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
I mean, and if nobody likes it and you like it, then you've just at least entertained yourself, you know? I was nervous when I wrote Coconut Kevin, and then I played it for Mac and for Eric Darkin in the trailer, but you know, and I'm like, they're sitting there like watching the video and listening to it, and Mac's just like, he's intently listening, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna think this is so terrible. But he was very complimentary and
coming from a 10th, you know what music, you know, of the year guy from
I know.
Nashville.
10-time CMA artist.
Yeah, 10-time CMA
so
artist.
I was a little nervous when he was listening to my song, but he congratulated me on it and said it was a good song, and he actually tried to help us get it played on Radio Margaritaville, but they turned it down.
It's hard to get stuff on Radio Margaritaville, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
There's a lot of good musicians out there within the trop rock world that can't get shit on. And my biggest thing, and I've talked to J.D. Spradlin about this, I'm like, you used to do a segment on Radio Margaritaville, which was every Sunday, which was Little Feat. Hour of Little Feat. And let me tell you what, after years of listening to an hour of Little Feat, I just wanted to put my head, you know, and just slam it, you know, like, seriously?
It's like I like Little Feat, but like 2 or 3 songs is like...
I've heard all their stuff in the first 6 months. Can we not go to something else? So my pitch to JD was, why don't you guys do a trop rock hour and just bring in trop rock musicians?
Yeah.
You have so much material out there that you could have so much fun with this, and you're helping the artists that are trying to get up there. You're not lessening, you know, Margaritaville, because there's some damn good music out there. I think you're really enhancing what Radio Margaritaville brings.
I agree.
And they didn't do it. He's like, and it's sad.
That's all right.
It's sad.
We keep working.
Yeah, exactly.
We keep plugging.
Well, you're part of the whole damn thing too. So
I'm trying.
I mean, we're trying to. Hey, we got Kim Stamps on with Eyewitness True Crimes. We went on her tour this past week. Yeah, what a fun time it was. A lot of cool things. I had a great discussion with her the other day about how we can make some really neat improvements to that. I mean, it's already a neat process. If you don't know about Bomfardo, or if you don't know about Pitchfork Fred, you need to go on this tour. Not to mention, Michelle and I learned so many other cool things from this tour that's down here in Key West now. So we can talk more about that if you're interested, and put you in touch with Kim. She also does the, hang on, the Key Lime Tour. She does the Tart Tales, and she takes you around to 3 different places. So you get to experience the key lime pie here in Key West, and you get to make the judgment of which one you think is best. And I think at the very last one, you get like a little cocktail somewhere or something. But Kim's been around this Key West. She is Key West, and we love her so much. So appreciate you, Kim, everything you do. So the Eyewitness Crime Tours, you want to learn something about the seedy stuff going on here in Key West in the past?
Well, my wife likes murder stuff.
You need to go on this one, Christine, and I'll tell you all about it when we go to some more music here. And again, if you like key lime pie, get out there and try some of their key lime pie. Again, she'll take you around to them. She doesn't tell you what she thinks is best. What do you think is best? And that's what's important about this whole thing. So I want to get some more music. Are you guys good to hang around for another 10 or 15 minutes? Or do you need to...
We haven't had dinner. I have to go feed my wife now.
Well, then, do you want to close out right here?
Yeah.
So you guys can go and eat dinner and everything? So
Sure.
All right. Well, I so appreciate the two of you getting on here. Hang on. Okay, yeah, her mic's on. Thank you so much, Christine. I'm glad I got to meet you.
We appreciate you having us on, more importantly.
Because you are so much more prettier than Kevin.
Kevin doesn't shower as much as I do, but, you know.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He might tomorrow, though,
Yeah.
before we have our barbecue.
Oh, so is he in town?
Oh, he lives here.
Lives here.
Why? I thought
in his
was
van.
I thought
he
was
literally lives in his van.
I thought he was like half and half.
Half and
Well,
half.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's back in town.
Oh, he comes back like first week of October.
I see him every now and then.
Yeah.
I will
He plays
say
his
that.
conch at Higgs Beach. You can see him any given.
All right.
So tomorrow we're having a barbecue at noon at Fort Taylor. So if you're around out there listening,
Well, I want to. If you guys are playing Tuesday, please let us know.
I will. I definitely. I will get to the nuts and bolts of that. I will definitely let you know.
He'll hit you up.
And even if I'm not, I still encourage you to go out there.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I'll
We
let
like that
Jordy
place.
know that
Yeah.
you're going to swing in there and,
That'd be great.
jump in on a song with him or something.
and I appreciate you playing our songs. I appreciate
Thank you.
people.
Very
know.
much so.
Oh no, you're so welcome. It was so
It's a lot of
appreciate you
fun to
guys
do
coming
it.
down here and thinking of us. I know last time you were here, we didn't get a chance to get you in here.
All right.
I don't even know what's going on. My God, there's so much crap going on down here all the time.
I'm going to come at the right time next year so we can be involved in the music because we gotta take some of our songs out there to the peeps,
Fall Rider
live.
Showcase. I tell
Yes.
you, we have such a great time with that. And 9 years.
That's awesome.
9 years we've been doing this, and it's been a fun 9 years. We just had such a blast. So, where are you guys going to dinner? If I may.
I think half shell. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, that's not too far from here. And-
We parked there. We walked.
Parking isn't great around here.
well, you know what? That's the cool thing about Key West. You can walk anywhere and everywhere. So,
Exactly.
well, thank you for being a part of the
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you for being here again.
Thank you,
You
Anna
get any
Michelle.
new stuff? Shoot it our direction.
Certainly will.
Can I throw in? Let me see. Would you like me to throw in Coconut Kevin, or we just disagree?
I think you better do Coconut Kevin since he's here in Key West.
All right. I think that's probably a smart idea. Oh, let me get that back in there. Get
That's
in
right.
there. All right. So, B-Man of Shell's Coast Confessions, Coswell, Cook, his lovely bride Christine over here.
Remember my name.
See, I try. Now,
Got it.
next week I suck. I'll be like, was that
Let them go so they can.
Carol? So, thank you so very much. We
Thank you
appreciate
so much,
it.
man.
B-Man and Michelle coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Studios at the Beechy Shell Hideaway here in Key West. Always having a good time, and some great musicians, great artists, great friends that come down here and hang out with us. I want to get to Coconut Kevin, and then from there we're going to get some more music, and then we'll come right back and we'll talk about a few more things before we close the show out tonight, guys. Thank you for all being a part of what we are doing, and if you got any questions, comments, thoughts, put them on there. I need to catch up on a lot of the threads, everybody. So I got so many emails in front of me. Coconut Kevin.
Every night I lie awake just dreaming about the future. Pay those bills and worry about the kids I need to nurture. With all the pressures of life, sometimes we need an escape. I know a guy who lives that life great. I wish it could be Coconut Kevin, ass in the sand, having drinks at 11, spending his time just painting and swimming. I wish it could be, I wish it could be, I wish I could be a Coconut Kevin. Used to live his life fairly legit. There came a point where he just needed to quit. He got a van so he could live wherever he wants. Musquamaket Beach or Key West, they are his haunts. I wish it could be Coconut Kevin, ass in the sand, having drinks at 11, spending his time just painting and swimming. I wish it could be, oh, I wish it could be, yes, I wish it could be a Coconut Kevin. had a chill, but it took a few years. Now he avoids all the pain and the tears. Wish it could be Coconut Kevin, ass in the sand, having drinks at 11, spending his time just painting and swimming. I wish it could be, oh, I wish I could be. Yes, I wish I could be a Coconut Kevin.
Hey, Ann, what time is it?
It's time for Two Songs to Drink To with Bill and Ann Abbott of the Amateur Adventurers Club.
Only on B-Man and Me Shell's Coastal Confessions. Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
Drop me on the shore. I can't tolerate the address anymore. The top of my glass, chasing with a shot. A cold bushwhacker really would hit the spot. I'm gonna raise a toast to the day as it begins. Pass me the wine to absolve me of my sins. I'm 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. Living for today, tomorrow can't wait for me. Got no deadlines, got no plans, I'm free. 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. Take me to the beach, drop me in the sand. I put up with all of the bullshit that I can. Grab me a beer, another shot of rum. I got nowhere to go till tomorrow comes. I'm gonna raise a toast to the day with all my friends. Pass me the tequila to wash away my sins. 'Cause I'm 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. Living for today, tomorrow can't wait for me. Got no deadlines, got no plans, I'm free. 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. Let it breathe. Working on. So, where are we now? 2? 2.5? 2 7/8? Take me to the beach, prop me in the shade. Find me a palm tree, watch the daylight fade. Play me some chill tunes so I can sing along. Alright, one more painkiller, what the hell could go wrong? I'm 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. Gonna have some fun before they bury me. Got no deadlines, got no plans, I'm free. 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. I'm 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. 2 sheets to the wind, working on 3. 4, 5. All aboard!
Hello, everyone. This is Ed the Train Man from Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man. Join me and the Peace Train conductors every Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Railroad Time, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Railroad Time. And we'll come to you live from the Paradise Way Tiki Bar Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. That's the Lakes of Four Seasons. And our show is about hippies, trains, trop rock, and, of course, our local music scene here in Northwest Indiana. My show is brought to you by JM Real Estate, the commercial real estate of the Florida Space Coast, and Better Call Becky, Better Homes and Gardens right here in Northwest Indiana. So get on the Peace Train, all aboard on Tiki Man Radio.
Mr. Engineer,
got an itty bitty Hey, Tiki Man Radio fans. This is Emily Randall from Chicagoland, and I love tuning in to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Friday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern on the internet at tikimanradio.com or watch live on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Reach out if you've got a song request or a confession.
Surrounded by walls, but all I see.
That's right. B-Man Michelle, Coastal Confessions on a Friday night. I was sitting here pushing all kinds of crazy buttons. Let me get Michelle in here. There you are. Let's get this one. We got the two of us in there. So the long view, that camera right up there, Michelle. So, hey, everybody. I hope you guys have had a great night tonight. It's we had Caswell Cook of Caswell and the Peel and Eats. Oh, hang on. I thought I turned your mic on. Sorry.
Not Coswell Cogs.
That's right. Coswell Cogs. Yeah, when you said that, I was like, yeah, I forgot all about that. Well, what a fun night this has been. And it was good getting Coswell back on here and talking about his music and what's going on. You can go out to Facebook, go to Coswell and the Peel and Eats. You can find his information out there. Same thing with his webpage. And find out what him and the band and everybody's doing. It was so nice to meet his wife tonight, because she wasn't here last time.
Yeah.
It was nice having her in here. So I appreciate those guys being a part of the show tonight. And I appreciate every darn one of you that have stuck with us all night and having a little bit of fun. And again, I want to thank Kim Stamps for jumping in here tonight. It was so fun on her trip. Or tour rather, and that was a really good time. Again, the Pitchfork Pete or Fred thing really got me. I was like, yes, there's Pitchfork Fred. So thank you so very much, Kim, for doing that, and thank you, Sean Crawley. It was so good having you on here with us tonight. Yes, Callie McCool, you are so bad. I'm telling you what. That I got the picture of the new microphone I should get for the guests. I won't tell people what it looks like, but you can send a picture to Danny if you wouldn't mind. I think he might do that for his show. And he says, interesting wedding ring, B-Man. I'm sure there's a story. So yes, I have. Let me go to my camera here, and I have my wedding ring. So Michelle and I have the.
Here's mine.
It's hard to see with that camera, and then of course you got Michelle. So that was mine up there, and then
this is a El Cazador.
And then yes,
mine's a Atosha-ish.
Atosha-ish.
It's the same style of coin as the Atosha, but it may or may not be from that particular shipwreck. But same era of the Spaniards. Yes, we have Spanish coins.
Shipwreck wedding rings. I guess not that our marriage is a shipwreck.
Well, you never know.
Hey, you never know, and I won't tell you. So this whole wedding's been one big ass shipwreck. Yeah. So thank you for noticing. I appreciate that, and thank you, Michelle Myers, for coming back. Apparently she was busy, and thank you. It was a fun interview with Caswell and his wife Christine. So I'm glad they're here, and I'm glad we had a chance to catch up with them and find out what the heck's going on. I mean, he's got like his bio. I was like, I stopped memorizing what the hell he did because he does everything. So. I'm sure on there he's also janitor.
Why do you want to memorize stuff?
Well, I'm sure he's like a janitor of his own restaurant. He changes out the napkins and everything else. I mean, he owns a restaurant, so there's probably a lot of other things he doesn't add on that. So, what's up? What are we doing for the weekend, dear?
I don't know. I know Sunday we're going to try and do some stuff with Cameron.
We are going to spend some time.
CC.
We're going to spend some time with our goddaughter on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that.
Other than that, I don't know.
Saturday, you and I might go down and maybe get a rum and then go over to
maybe get some food, get
Latrat,
or take a walk.
Yeah, take a walk. Just kind of
or a bicycle ride, maybe.
A bicycle ride for two. Yeah.
No, just for one.
All right. Well, you and I would never ride the banana bike.
Banana bike?
Well, that's what my cousins used to call it, the banana bike. You and I could never do it because I'd be the one in front and you'd be the one in back
No, we could not be pedaling at the same
No,
time.
you'd have your feet up, and I'm the one doing all the pedaling.
No, we would be off in our timing.
Even though it all kind of synchronizes itself, somehow we would still.
It would not.
It'd still be a shit show on a bicycle. So.
It would not be working.
And I'd be yelling at you, pedal, pedal, and you'd be like, I am, shut up.
I'd be like, well, if you would pedal at the right pace, I would help you.
I can hear a snap.
Since you cannot, then I will not.
I can see it now. That would be us. I was like, all right, no.
First of all, your legs are like twice as long as mine.
Yeah, you know what? You'd still put your feet up and not tell me, and then I say, you're pedaling? You'd be like, yeah, I'm pedaling. Right there with you there, my love.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
That's what you would say. No, you'd be like, you clocksucker.
Clocksucker.
So, Michelle Meyer says, your rings signify the shipwrecks you both went through to find each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one, Michelle. No, thank you for clarifying that. So we're both a shipwreck in our own ways, so, right?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm glad you guys have had a good time tonight. I know we've had fun. This has been fun tonight. I've enjoyed this show. And big shout out to Ray and Harriet. I don't know if they're still listening in. She was up in Miami.
Having some stuff done.
I hope everything goes well with that. It was funny because you and I actually, our mission, so we went up to Miami on Thursday, right? Wednesday.
I got a shot in my knee.
Michelle got more stuff in her knee, so we, second round of her stuff in her knee.
PRP, platelet-rich plasma injection.
Yes, and this was this trip up there. We called it the Panda Express, and why?
Because we got Panda Express on the way back.
Because Larita, who watches the cats for us, she's like, I got one request. Will you stop at Panda?
And get me some stuff.
And will you pick up the following? She gave us the list. So we coined that the Panda Express run. Because we brought home Panda Express, and as we turn down her street, she's out there. You can see her. She's just like... you could just see her. She's already drooling. She's like, I'm going to eat this right here.
And she threw money at us.
And she threw money at us. I was like, no, it's on us. You take care of the cats. And she threw money at us. So
literally threw money in the window.
She literally threw money at us. So I kind of felt like I was at Vixen's next door. I go there once a week and they throw money at me. Quarters.
I am going to have to go in there and query the girls.
Have you ever been hit by a quarter? Those sting. So.
Did you find your dimes on your pants?
I did find the dimes in my pants.
He's always laundering money.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
When I do the laundry.
It's probably time to end this show because we're getting into laundering money and, throwing money at me at Vixen's. Yeah, quarters. It hit me in the eye once. That hurt. Oh, my God. So Kathleen Brown says, I'm getting PRP when we get back from Key West. Tell them about the PRP, Michelle. I think this is important.
It's working pretty good.
This is good information, everybody.
The knee, it's not fantastic, but it's like I can go downstairs kind of like a normal person now.
I've seen a big change.
And the shoulder still hurts. It points in the front and the back, but I think I can carry stuff a little better. And I've actually tried to do push-ups and planks here and there, and I can do that when I try. So.
Yeah. And then I hear her going, oh, that hurt. No. So on with regards to the injection that they put in your knee.
Oh, it was much better than the last time. Holy cow.
Why?
They gave me a smaller needle.
And what size needle was that?
25 instead of a 21.
Yes. So.
Holy cow.
For anybody who's thinking about getting injections into their extremities, knee, elbow, whatever. Because we were talking about this yesterday, and the young intern. Now, When you talk to regular doctors, they don't even say shit to you. They're just kind of like, all right, here's what we're going to do. Shut up and tell me if it hurts. Okay.
Well, that one doctor's pretty good.
No, the one doctor's pretty cool. But the other doctor has
The older guy.
personality of Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky's good.
And Mr. Hanky's got a lot of personality, but this guy was like Mr. Hanky's drunken
Not pick
brother.
on people that might be listening.
No, but he was Mr. Hanky's drunken brother. He's like, blah, blah, you know. Anyway, so the young, intern, is that right?
Resident.
Resident. Okay, these young kids. So
The
at the
other way
Miami
around.
House.
I forget which ones are which, but the doctors who are still in training.
Yes, the doctor's still in training. Young kids.
They're doctors.
That's how they learn. Okay,
They're
I
actually
get
doctors.
it. Okay.
I mean, they are MDs.
Yeah.
But they're not,
And
in
this-
charge of the department.
And this kid was good.
Yeah.
I will give this kid 10 out of 10.
Kid's probably like 35, but
10. I don't know. He wasn't 35. I bet he was 28 or 29.
I'd say somewhere between 27 and 32.
Yeah. No, he wasn't in his 30s. But anyway, this kid was good. And he was very attentive. He was very, he was thorough because he read through your records. I mean, he must have went back to like 1922 or whatever. But he was asking all kinds of questions. But the neat thing about it was he was thorough, and that was really cool. But we got on the subject of,
How bad it hurt the first time.
well, how bad it hurt and what size
I didn't even think about
syringe.
I didn't even think about that.
And I didn't either. I was like, I don't know, and then we got talking about,
But then the actual doctor came in and he said, yeah, do the smaller one.
He said it in a different way. He didn't say it that way.
No, he said don't be mean. Use the
don't be
25.
mean. Give her the
Use the 25 instead of the 21.
Yeah, so just remember, when you talk syringe size, the larger number, the smaller the syringe. So like a 25 size is smaller than a 21. Just keep that in mind, all right, when you're getting...
But, yeah, so.
I just want you people to know that because that is a big difference, if they're...
They were slightly concerned that a too small syringe size might interfere with the size of the platelets or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they said, but you're fine.
But then the doctor said do the smaller one.
And he remembered us, too. He's like, I remember you guys. You were the Orlando people going to see Disney. I was like, hell yeah. We're going.
That's why one of the reasons I want that. So
Yes.
I can walk around at Disney.
Yeah.
Stand in a 45-minute line.
All right. So anyway, we appreciate all you guys hanging out with us on a Friday night. We'll be back here next Friday again for another show. We're working. I want to let everybody know the Tuesday on the Island thing. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do. So we'll keep you posted on that. I might figure out how to do the shows from the event we're at, but just bear with us as we figure out the Tuesday on the Island. I will figure that all out. We'll do the nice advertisement and definitely get back on track with Tuesday on the Island.
Or maybe it might be a Monday or a Wednesday on the island.
Or we might do a Monday or Wednesday and say it's Tuesday on the Island. But we're going to figure it out. But we appreciate all you guys who support us, and thank you so very, very,
and that's
very,
just
very
through
much.
mid-March.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
not all year.
So, is there anything else?
Right?
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
No, tell them too, because they might not understand a woman's voice. So
Why would they not understand a woman's
because
voice?
sometimes people just don't hear that.
Maybe I should do it.
It doesn't resonate.
What's that deep voice singer?
Barry White.
Barry White. Hey, let me tell you how I'm going to do this. We're going to do Tuesday on the Island.
Might be on Wednesday or Monday.
Might be on Wednesday.
Might be on Monday.
Might be on Monday.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. This is Barry White coming to you from the B-Man and Michelle's. How's that?
I'm just saying, sometimes
I get it.
It seems like people don't hear it when I or other women say
Callie
it.
McCool, I swear to God. He goes, great show. Maybe we'll see the new guest microphone next show. Dude, if you buy that damn microphone and send it to me, I swear to God, I will put it in there, but I'm not buying it.
We're not using than a penis, Mike.
It's shaped as a penis, for crying out loud.
No.
Michelle says no, but I swear to God, if you buy one and send it to me, I'll put it up there. I won't put it on her because she'd be like,
no,
I am not talking into that. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, all right, you guys. We so appreciate each and every damn one of you. We're going to get to one more song to close the night out. I think it's only fitting. We couldn't do this without so many of you guys. And, you know, the radio show, the songwriter showcase, so many things that we do on Tiki Man Radio. It's all about you guys, and I can't thank you all enough. And I got a big shout out to our sponsors. It's all about them too, that make what we do the magic to bring it to you. So thank you to our sponsors, Nailtini. Thank you, Southernmost Pint Brewpub here in Key West, who takes care of the videos. And thank you, IV Hydration Stations, for giving me all those cool B12 shots. I'm high on life with those things. Like, woo, I'm coming for another one. But again, we appreciate you guys so much. If you got a song you want to hear next week, if you got anything you want us to talk about, please send me some information. We'd love to hear this so that we can incorporate it into the show. I've got some other things coming up here pretty soon. I actually found a whole bunch of cool little Thanksgiving songs that we're going to have some fun with going into Thanksgiving. So in the meantime, here we are, Jimmy Buffett. We so appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with B-Man and Michelle on a Friday night.
This game, this flame would still be burning. Who would have guessed that all these blenders would still be churning? Not even we on our bended knees could have ever blessed it. Not even I with my head in the sky would have ever guessed it. But here we are for a family reunion costume barbecue. All the black sheep family outcast and a freak or two. No, the hat tricks and the gold bricks still don't have us down. Still a party for the hardy when we come to town. You're still grinning and we're still winning, nothing left to save. Death defying as I go flying down this endless wave. And here we are, we're the offbeat Uncle Freds who spilled their wine on you, and the in-your-face on Rachel's with an attitude. All the ones who use your bathroom, then eat all your food. We're the dreamy deadheads who just like us someday. Because in spite of all the work we do, it's the child in us we really value. Here we are, with our fins up and our feathers flashing. Here we are, with our coconut shell risers chapping. Here we are, here we are. Here
this is Sweet Harriet from New Hampshire. Thanks for stopping by and tuning in to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in every Friday night to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. I can't tell you how much we so appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks to our sponsors, the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, Nailtini Hydration Station, IV Hydration Station. Let me get that correct. But you know what? It's you guys who make this world turn, and it's you guys who make Tiki Man Radio what it is. We so appreciate you. We never forget about you. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on the Sunday show, because I'll be chiming in and saying, hey, you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend. We'll see you next Friday. Take care. And as I close the show out every week,
y'all come back now. You hear?
Y'all come back now. You hear? We'll see you next Friday on the radio. B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions.